Sometimes I don't want to do anything simply because there is too much to do. Modeling, UV unwrapping, texturing, creating materials, lighting, setting up the scene, improving it, compositing is just too much for one person. So if you're having the same issues, here are some add-ons that can do half of that work for you. To kick off, let's start with modeling, which is the most time-consuming part of any 3D project. Say you're creating a space station, you would need a lot of assets, but you don't have to always start from scratch. With just $19, you can start with Starforge Nexus, which is a space station kit with a lot of assets that you can use to build space stations. The models are all textured with PBR materials. That means you can use them in other applications like 3ds Max, Unreal Engine, or anywhere else. And if you like their stuff, they also have other kits like their Metropolis kit, which has highly detailed buildings that you can just throw into any projects you need. Having these kind of kits will save you a ton of work and also keep you motivated, knowing that most of the things that are hard to do are already done for you. Or maybe you want something more down to earth, like interiors. Interiors can take up a lot of assets. We're talking about chairs, furniture, even simple things like cups can take hours to make. And you don't want just one cup duplicated around. It will look too obvious. You need a lot of variations. You can choose to model everything yourself, or you can use a library like Intanic. Their starter pack is only $2 and you get about 5% of the collection. If you get the entire collection, you will have access to everything you will ever need for any interior scene. Most projects you work on will need some characters, especially for background or just people walking around, and Human Generator can be your savior. You don't have to create anything. They come with presets that lets you style your characters, but if you want to be more hands-on, you can get more hands-on and design the characters like it was a Sims game. You can change their race, their skin tone, their hairstyles, their body shape, their clothes, and anything you need. They also have a pose library so that you have a starting point for your animations. Stepping away from modeling, let's talk effects, because these are things you usually do in every project to make it look just epic. And I'm going to start with Smartify, which are a number of nodes and masks that are used to blend different materials. They work really great in environments. For example, if you have a weather effects like snow or a dust storm, these nodes, they can be that layer that is added to all other objects, and you would only need one node that will control the different layers. Though these objects are different or they are using different materials, this node can just control the density or level of dust, snow, and it can also add leaves, dead leaves, or water puddles in case you have a rain effect in your scene. This is the type of stuff these nodes are good at. You can add a layer of rust on metals. It's just perfect for those types of scenes. Okay, maybe what you need is really hard to find in different model libraries like the ones we have talked about. You can try AI. This add-on is an AI add-on meant for Blender, and it can generate models directly within Blender. You just type in whatever you want or drop an image of what you want and generate the model within Blender, and it will produce it within a few seconds. They're not the most detailed assets. They're best used in backgrounds, but they can save you a lot of work, especially to fill up empty spaces in your scenes. And speaking of empty spaces in your scenes, another great AI for filling up space is Video Depth AI. This is an AI generator. Basically extruding the details within the image or video into a depth map that can be mapped onto the video itself, turning the 2D video or image into a 3D object that you can look at from different angles. It's a neat trick to fill up empty spaces, especially if you are on a deadline or you're just lazy and don't want to spend the countless hours you would have to put in to fill in those empty spaces. Another great add-on for anyone who is in a rush or doesn't want to really put in the work required to make simple things is using Quake Motion to animate cameras. Cameras look simple to animate, and you can sometimes just use 1 or 2 keyframes to get the animation you want. But if you want something more complicated, you might have to put in some work, or just use an add-on like Quake Motion, which just handles that for you. If you want to schedule your renders to render one after another, Blender doesn't have a render schedule built in, so you might want to get a render manager, and this add-on is exactly that and more. The render manager can handle scheduling for you so that after one is done, the next one can render, so you can go and do other things, go to sleep, and don't worry about waking up and setting up another project to render. You can let the add-on handle that. It can also save scene states. Basically, if you want to do A/B testing, the add-on can also help you set up that for you. That way you can switch back and forth and see if the changes you are making are getting worse or better. And to close out this list, I'm going to end with my own add-on, which is the destroyed building generator. If you are creating a destroyed environment with building debris, this add-on just sets up the building for you. So you can have several storied buildings and just add rubble or debris all over with just a few sliders. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.